Today we are going to see overhauling of pressure regulating valve for SMGR. This pressure regulating valve will deliver the pressure of 3.3 kg output, and consequently it will give it to the SMGR. For that overhauling we require the following tools which are available. You can see now the spanners and special tools. The application of the tool will be discussed while assembling. Now we are starting to dismantle the PRV. First we are removing the pressure gauge, which is a dial one, and next T handle. Check nut we are removing, which is available on the top bonnet. First we are removing the bonnet. Now we have to remove the bonnet locking pin by gentle press, and we have to rotate. Now bonnet is removed. This regulating spring and regulating push cap, it will be dismantled. Now next step, we have to remove the piston. First we are removing bottom ball by using the special tool. Next, plain baffle. Which accommodate filter. This filter will be now removed. Next, bottom nut. This also one special tool that we are using for removal of bottom nut. Now deflector will also be removed. Now next we have to remove the plunger assembly. Next, the O-ring for the bottom ball will be removed. Next step is to remove the piston. Now we are removing the piston. So this is the exploded view of the pressure regulating valve of SMGR. So top side we are having T handle and bonnet and spring push cap. Next, regulating spring, piston and the piston O-ring and the piston cup. Next, body and gauge and O-ring is there for bottom bowl. Next, plunger assembly guide ring, this is brass one. Next is plunger and plunger spring, bottom nut, the deflector gasket, deflector, filter top gasket, filter, filter bottom gasket, plain baffle, and a bowl with drain cock. So these are all items which we are going to assemble. Here must change items are we are renewing, which we are getting through kit. Now we are changing the must change items which are being removed from the old PRV. So now rest of the items which are displayed now are being overhauled by suitable solvent and cleaning. Next part is cleaning of the following components are displayed now. Bottom nut, T-handle, piston, body, regulating spring and spring sheet and bottom bowl. These are all the components we need to clean by using a cleaning solvent, kerosene. All the greases and the dusts all to be removed by using brush. By cleaning time, we have to properly check for any thread damage or any groove marks or else any araldite marks, that also to be checked. Life of the PRV also to be recorded. There should not be any groove damage, thread damage or any in piston area. There should not be any dent or pit marks which will affect the pressure. Now serial number is being displayed. So next part will be blowing with dry air after cleaning. All the components to be, it should be let it dry, no moisture, without any oil trace. So next part will be assembling the components. Today, now we are ready for assembling. Now all the components were initially stripped and it was cleaned. Now all have been blown and it was dried in condition. Now we are going for assembling. Here kit items are there. These are all must change items which are all coming along with T-watch and I-watch, and the grease and molycoat. Grease is using for in spring areas, and molycoat grease we are applying only in o-ring areas, and the same tools we are using which are used in the during the assembling as well as dismantling. Now the kit items are piston o-ring, and the next one is deflector, and the next one is bowl o-ring, and the next one is plain baffle, and next one is plunger spring, the filter bottom gasket, and the filter, drain cock, bottom nut, deflector gasket, plunger assembly guide ring, plunger, piston cup, and filter topside gasket. These are all the items we are must change during the assembling of PRV. Now we are going to assemble PRV bottom portion. First we are providing the o-ring, bowl o-ring. Provide. Before providing the o-ring, we are applying molycoat o-ring grease for lubrication. It will protect the rubber o-rings. Besides moisture and oil, it can be eliminated by this o-ring grease. it should be inserted into the combination body. Next part, we are going to assemble brass washer. It is also called as plunger assembly guide ring. Now we are having one special tool for inserting the same. Gently press the tool for good insertion. Now plunger assembly guide ring was inserted. Next thing is plunger assembly. Next we are going to assemble plunger assembly. That O-rings are lubricated with the O-ring grease Molykote 55. And it should be inserted next to the plunger assembly guide ring. Now plunger assembly was inserted. Next we are going to assemble plunger spring. The spring is a metal item, so we are applying light grease. A smaller portion of grease is enough. Now we are going to assemble bottom nut. Before that we are lightly applying grease, because it has a spring. It will be inserted inside the now we are having special tool for the bottom nut tightness. Next we are using deflector. The deflector gasket we have to use. Deflector gasket we are using same Molykote 55 O-ring grease. All the rubber components we are using Molykote 55 O-ring grease. Deflector gasket will be matched with bottom nut. Then top filter gasket. It will be rest on the deflector body. Now we are assembling into the bottom nut. Okay. Now we are going to assemble filter. Now filter is inserted, will be rested on the top filter gasket. Next plain baffle and bottom gasket. Filter bottom gasket. Now filter bottom gasket also we are lubricating. and it will be fitted on the plain baffle. Now it will be fixed on the bottom nut. Bottom nut having thread, it will be tightened on the bottom nut. Gentle tightness must required. Now we are going to assemble metal bowl. It should be inserted with the body and it should be properly tightened. And we are having a special tool for tightness. Next we are going to assemble drain cock assembly, which is already provided with Teflon tape. Now we are going to assemble. Now we are going to assemble top bonnet portion. First we are taking out piston. Piston is provided with piston o-ring. Piston o-ring also to be greased, lubricated with Molykote 55 o-ring grease. Next, piston cup. Piston cup will be inserted on the piston, and it also to be lightly lubricated and it could be carefully inserted. Next, the piston will be inserted inside the body and it should be touched with. Before that, we are ensuring plunger. It will be loaded on the spring. So spring tension we have to check, and we are assembling piston inside the body. Gentle press is required. Next we are assembling regulating spring and spring push cap. Should be lubricated metal items. Light lubrication is enough. Minimum lubrication is enough. Now spring is loaded. Now we are going to assemble top bonnet. And it should be locked. And a bonnet lock pin was, spring tension was ensured. Now we are going to assemble T-handle, which is the regulating portion of the PRV. It will be loaded on the spring push cap. Consequently, it will be loaded on the regulating spring. Now we are going to assemble pressure gauge. The pressure gauge was provided with Teflon tape, and we are inserting. It will be assembled on the PRV body. Now assembling part is over. Now we are going to test the PRV in the test stand. Now testing part is going on. Now we are having test bench along with the SMGR. Now we are going to setting the PRV pressure. It will be set at 3.3 kg pressure. For that we are adjusting the T handle. When it is rotating clockwise, the pressure will increase gradually. After attaining the 3.3 kg pressure, we are setting the lock nut. Now lock nut, we are tightening the lock nut. Now PRV is getting connected with the SMGR load. SMGR knot by notch timing is going on. Now we are checking the PRV drop. It should be maximum of 0.3 kg. We are permitting 40 volt diverge locos. In schedule locos, maximum 0.5 kg drop is permissible limit. Above that, more than that 0.5 kg, we are overhauling the same PRV and we are doing the testing. After that, we are loading in the loco. Now all parameters checked. Setting pressure is 3.3 and PRV drop is 0.3. Now it is ready for service. Now we can load into the loco.